All right, we have Krista here from Simplify Supper, and already smells wonderful with the cilantro and the peppers.
We've got a lot of great fresh produce going on today. It's a great time of year for that, and I wanted to incorporate that into a noodle dish, a really easy pasta, kind of a different dish than we usually do.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the dressing.
All right.
And so that's where a lot of these smells are coming from that you can smell. I have some sesame oil, about 2 tablespoons, some soy sauce, about 2 tablespoons of that as well, and white wine vinegar, and then you've got some canola oil right there.
Canola in there already.
So why don't you mix while I pour? We'll put all of our liquids together. This is going to be a great base for our dressing.
A noisy bowl.
That's how you know you're working, right? You got the noise going on. And then I'm going to take, this is some minced garlic and ginger that I've minced together and almost pureed. I mean, they're really finely minced. That way you don't get a big bite of it when
a big chunk. Yeah, good.
So we're going to spread this. I've got noodles cooking over there. I chose some wheat spaghetti noodles. You can use whatever kind of noodles meet your fancy, but I thought those would be nice and healthy and have a good taste. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay. Just a hit of that.
Now some of these ingredients might be a little bit different, and you have them on the shopping list, right?
Absolutely. So when you select, so when you pick a recipe like this off of the Simplify Supper site on KTV, it gives you the grocery list. You don't have to think about it at all. It just puts it right on there. And if you don't have these in your pantry, yes, it will tell you exactly what to buy, how much, and what aisle it's on in the grocery store.
So and what's on sale.
The whole process.
And what has coupons.
You can. It just came off the screen right as I said you could see it. But that's what it was. So brown sugar to sweeten it up. That's our sauce. Now I've got those noodles, and I cooked them to al dente. So what I'll do is I'll drain those. I'm going to put about half the sauce onto the noodles while they're still warm.
And then I'm going to soak in some of the flavor.
Exactly. Really infuse the flavor. And then I'm going to finish chopping up this fresh produce. When we come back, we'll combine all this, add the rest of the dressing, and I'll show you how to finish it off.
Fantastic. Already colorful and healthy.
Exactly. Everything we're going for. And simple.
We'll be back in just a minute with business.
Numbers from Simplify Supper. So what all do we have to do here to finish up our dish?
This is so simple to finish up. It was actually simple. First we started with the dressing. We put that together. I have this is a 1-pound box of, I used wheat spaghetti noodles, but you can use any kind of noodles. So I put half the dressing on there. Now all we need to do is I'm going to put these fresh vegetables in here, but I do have a job for you. I toasted these peanuts, and you can use any kind of nuts. I like the peanuts flavor.
Sure. And
what I want you to do is, take out some aggression and crush those up a little bit. I'm going to put the red pepper, the cilantro, get all of our wonderful fresh vegetables that are in season in here. I've got green onion, cabbage, and I simplified that and just bought a bag of shredded coleslaw, and then some carrots that I've cut up nice and thin. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a toss, and then the way that we'll finish is up. You can either plate it up this way or just leave it in a bowl, but we'll put those. Look at you. Good job.
There you go. They're all even. Everyone is exactly the same size.
And then I already did the same with the ramen. So why don't you take that ramen? We're just going to kind of pour this over the top. I'll put the peanuts. Now this will get soggy if you leave them on for too long. So put this on right before you serve. You can even plate it up and then put it on. But it just gives a nice crunch and a good taste to the top. Then you've got all of your vegetables in there. So it's simple, it's healthy, it's yummy. And part of the reason I wanted to show this recipe today, I need to put the rest of my sauce on top while I tell you. Give it a little bit more flavor. But part of the reason I wanted to show this recipe is because it's so great as kids are headed back to school, or if you need a nice lunch for the office. This is a great substitutes for a sandwich. And I grabbed these cool containers. These are from Smith. And I love this one because you can freeze the top and it keeps it nice and cold. So it's the perfect portion size.
Oh, that's a great idea. I haven't seen those.
Isn't that cool? And these are really inexpensive. You get a big set of them, all different sizes. So this would be a great thing that you could do. Make it for dinner one night, use the leftovers the next day for your kids' lunch or for your lunch, or quick grab and go type meal. But it's simple, it's delicious, it's healthy, it's everything you could want in a dinner, and then leftovers for lunch the next day.
Okay.
So there you go.
Simplify Supper. Just go to our website, KTV.com. It's right there.
Right there.
And we'll be back with the Pet of the Week right after this.